Hey guys, how are you? We're here to do Leo. I heard you calling. I can tell everything that can go wrong is. I can tell how frustrated you are. I feel like you guys summon my energy when you're... I feel like everyone keeps summoning my energy when they're not in the best state of mind, which I get. Because you're like, that's why I need you. I get it. I get it. And guys, my face is smothered in oil, apricot oil, and then my hair is wet because I just got out of the shower. The video keeps skipping. I keep seeing it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna say, we're in retrograde. Leo, breathe. I will be doing a meditation thing. However, it is going to be for us, all elements, a very depthy read. There's a lot that I have to be... I have been getting inundated with what's going on with the universe, what's going to be happening to the universe, with everybody's emotions, with my emotions, with the universe, planets in transition. It has been so much that it's like this catch-22 that I can't get stressed, mad, or anything personally because there's so much going on. But the thing is we all need to remember that when I have that much energy, see the video just keeps skipping, coming at me, because of the fact that I'm a cerebral person. See, if it keeps skipping, I don't understand what's happening. The energy is going to hit me as chaos, because that's what it is. So I need every sign when I do the meditation reading to come, and I wax my eyebrows, hopefully they look okay. Every sign to come to me, at least in a sense of direction of something. I can't be the one that's telling everyone where they need to go. That's not my job. My job is for you to understand where you want to go, and we're going to understand together how to get there, and how the way that we subconsciously think and or respond to things subconsciously changes our reality, and or not just subconsciously, it does sometimes, depending upon, okay? So everyone coming at me with this chaotic, I get it. Normally it wouldn't be a big problem, but you guys, I'm literally finding out what our future is going to be like, which I didn't necessarily want to. Someone brought it to me. I started pondering it. I am ever so grateful for that person though, because they actually allowed me to go through a whole nother transformation when it comes to my gift. I'm realizing with all the energy that has been flying at us, granted, I am like you guys, an imperfect human being, because we will never be perfect. We strive for our... Anyways, I'm not even going to go on that tangent. But I've realized that when you guys come with this energy, you guys meaning all of us, because we all do this, with this energy that's like fucking chaos, drama, and who let the fucking cats in kind of shit, you know what I mean? We are going to kind of start tackling it in a different way. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Because now I'm like, that's a whole nother... So you can see the depth and the elements that I'm having to go through every day, as well as like working. 11 to 6, 11 to 7. Obviously I go in early to open my day and start and clean and all that stuff. So I end up working with no break from like 10 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning to 7 at night, roughly. when all said and done, cleaning it all. And then I do readings in between and or at the salon and or at home. So you guys, I literally had to have my roommate help me buy flats online because I don't even have time to go shopping. And I paid for it because guess what my body did? It threw my blood pressure so low today that I can't even go to work. So, so you know what that means? It's time to bring the crystals to get a bath. It's time to prioritize balance in everybody's chaos because I can't change you. But I realize now that it's grounding is that we need. And not one of us guys, Leos, anyone, any sign, needs to be focusing on anyone other than themselves. And Leo, if you're holding on to the past, you need to release it. You know why? Because if you don't release it, it will never come back. I was talking to a client the other day and she said something and we decided on something that was really... She had a lot of women clients yesterday, all singles. I mean, one's getting divorced, is single. It was a really beautiful day of just talking, in a sense. I don't even remember what day this was, yesterday, the day before, whatever. It was women uniting, not in a feminist way, not where it's like, only women. It was, I'm so fucking sick of that power struggle. It's like, get the fuck off your high horse, guys. We're all fucking powerhouses, feminists or not. No, I don't believe in feminism. I find most feminists are all about just females. I do not believe in that. You are, by the way, feminist, you're not just a female. You're a masculine and you're a female. Actually, you're actually technically a walking contradiction in the aspect that people that mostly are feminists have so much masculine energy that it actually overtakes the feminine aspect. So they're actually rooting for people that technically aren't even like them. So we're all about equality here. If you have a problem with that, fuck off. Please. I would love it. I deal with most of you Karens that are constantly a pain in everyone's ass, quite frankly, every day. And I created this to not have to deal with you. So if you want to be obsessed with me and my tribe that's here on YouTube, then that's fine. But you get to deal with the commentary that comes with it. Just like we get to deal with the commentary that comes with you and your energy. So, Leo. Bringing it in. First of all, I want to start with Leos. You guys really need to work on your root chakra. That is going to be your core chakra. The other one that you need to work on is your heart chakra. Does this mean you need to run around and love more? Do whatever the fuck you want, Leo. You know you will anyways, because you're just a loving thing. But that's not actually what it means. You need to start being able to communicate what your heart desires in a more efficient way in everyday life. That's going to start with the repairing and forgiving your mother and father. For those that are female, Librans, I almost said. Librans with a Leo, there's something to do with children. If you don't love yourself, the children are going to grow up knowing. In other words, if you sit around waiting for someone for your whole life, the children are going to see you as feeling as though you're worthless. Obviously, you're sitting wasting your life for someone. Therefore, the kids will grow up feeling worthless. That is a note from a grandfather. I'm assuming it's a grandfather of the kids. Anyways, moving on. So, we are tapping back into Libra. Masculines and feminines. Not Libra. We are tapping into... Okay, so is this a Libra and Leo? Leo, I feel like Libra is taking over your reading. So this is a reading that is going to be on just Leos. Libra, I get it. You need a reading done. I get it. I get it. I get it. I can't, you know what? Okay. This is for Leo, though, right now. Leo, thank you. Leo, talk to me, talk to me. Leo, talk to me. Leo, talk to me. Where's Alice? Where did she go, you guys? Fuck. Can't keep my head on straight, you guys. Okay, so the first moral concept, we're going to start with Leo, or the first thing we're going to work on, okay? Thank you. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Okay, so Leos, the first thing I want you to realize is Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever is in your first four is usually what I... Anyways, you guys, if it resonates, it resonates. Do not put tarot, reading, astrology, Hinduism, religion, anything in life, do not fucking put it in a box. If you want to grow spiritually, stop trying to put things in boxes. People that are not spiritual have to do that to compartmentalize things to understand it because they have no depth. When you remain open, you collect information and you naturally will see the flow of things. If you try contorting it is what I wanted to say, but for some reason I couldn't get it out. It's like say something. If you try manipulating it, in other words, controlling it or doing something, what's the energy going to do? It's going to combust or it's going to bounce and repel away from. Okay? I know I need a reading on that. You guys, I know. There's so many fucking readings. I have a one-man show. Okay. So, Leo. This is the first thing I'm going to say, Leo. Whatever's on your mind after we do this reading, you have to listen to this, period. Libra, I feel like we just did your reading, and I know I'm not pulling Libra's energy into this, but I'm just thinking, like, I feel like I literally just did your reading. So I don't understand. If you're a Leo dealing with the reading, this might resonate. Maybe you're Leo and Libra, but it doesn't really matter because all signs are experiencing very similar flows. I think all elements are kind of seeing these kind of flows. Okay, guys, let's not be handsy-pantsy. We haven't even gotten started. So we're going to start off our reading, okay? First things first. Let me see something. Okay. You're feeling stuck. You're losing hope on things. You are trying to look into things, but you're not trusting. Why are you not trusting? Why are you not trusting, Leo? Why are you not trusting? You're fighting with someone. Okay. Who are you fighting with? Hope. Stay positive. The world is behind you. Look up. Why is this happening? You think you're going to be alone forever? This is reverse, which means you keep doing this, but I'm going to turn it upright so you can see it. Okay? The intention. What does that mean? Sorry, guys. I had to like be underneath it to see how to read it. The intention. What does that mean? The rite of passage, threshing a threshold. Okay, so what does that mean? So see these little snakers over here? Little sneaky snakers. You may be, but you see how there's the trail is all the way over here. So you can go the trail of Addicts Anonymous, or you can go the trail that avoids anything that no longer serves you. And right before you're about to step out the door, of course, the snake's going to say, hello, are you sure? Just like Adam and Eve. Don't make it difficult. Hello, snake, I'm sure. Feel free to follow me out here. And the snake's going to say, no, I prefer it in the darkness. And you're going to say, awesome, I prefer it in the lightness. And you're just going to be on your way. You're different. Don't make it hard. Mwah. I love you. I'm serious, though. You can't fight if you choose not to fight. Period. So you can literally look at the person and say, you know what? I literally have nothing to say because I'm choosing not to fight. I know you're fire and you can be a dragon and you want to just blow people's heads off because it makes you feel like you have a false sense of control. But the reality is it is a false sense of control. Believe it or not. Okay? And at the end of the day, I know fire signs, and fire signs, you guys actually, and I'm saying actually, because there are a lot of signs that are not educated enough to understand you. And I know I'm really fucking hard on you, but guess what? All my best friends are fire signs, and they're as fucking difficult as I am. And we're just completely opposite when it comes to different. That's also why I love them, because I love having to look at myself in the mirror. Hence Gemini. Leo, I feel like in the past situation, you chose to ghost someone, or to be absent in a relationship, or to not, you chose to not use your voice and be led with your heart. Instead, you were led with your ego. Your ego is your karmic trait, Leo, period. If there's anything that fire is going to have to deal with their whole life, it's literally their ego having to be right, period. That is your biggest karmic lesson, fire. Earth is pride. But we're not talking about Earth right now. Air is ignorance. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Water is ignorance. Air is, I would say, avoidance. Another word I would probably use is, I'm trying, it's like I can't find the word that I'll come back to it because I know, yeah. Anyways, what is the word that I'm fucking, it's literally right there. I guess I'll come back. That's really frustrating. Super frustrating. But anyways, you, at the end of the day, this is your message. You need to trust your path. You need to trust that you've been able to do it. How do I know if I've been able to do it? Well, look how far you've gotten in life. So here's the kicker on that one. Well, I know. I haven't had a choice. Well, I know. That's kind of like the game in life. This is why I'm slightly a cynical person, is because when you become on top, you realize, technically, none of us have a choice. We will never have a choice, and you don't have a choice. So why are you even giving yourself a choice? Right? Right? It is the reality. So you can blow everyone's heads off, be pissed, respond, but Leo, you're the only sign that's completely, you're the only fire sign, you're the only sign that's completely resilient. And you can create whatever you literally want to create. If you need to find inspiration, then go find inspiration. How do you do that? Leo, what do you like? Go camping. Go build fires. Go, plan something, an event with 1 or 2 friends. Go plan something with your family. Go plan something with your work. Do something where you have to plan it to get inspired. Or do something that allows you to help others. In your neighborhood, if you're like, I'm bored, I just don't know what to do, I need something that's going to inspire me, there's a lot of people doing these little cute things in neighborhoods where they build these little things, these little boxes things, kind of like a big mailbox, and instead of putting books in there, they put canned foods for the homeless. So when people are walking down the neighborhood, they can go and take an item. Obviously, don't load it full. Bring some every day, just because you might get people that literally would take. Do you know what I mean? Do something with your community. You have to get more out there. You made the choice that you made. Thinking about it over and over isn't doing anything. It's A, teaching you that you're still not growing. B, so you still don't deserve it because you're still not growing. And B, it is what it is. You are technically, I believe, responding because of the time that we're going through right now. A, the elements. B, the transfer of the planets and the retrogrades and all of this chaos. And C, everything that is fucking going around. Along with everyone that is literally losing their fucking mind. Okay? I do think that you're being extremely recognized. You're extremely popular. Your growth has been astronomical. Like, it's beautiful. It's awesome. But I feel like it's not enough. You still are feeling a sense of lack. And Leo, I think this is a good lesson. I feel like potentially in the past, you had put your work first in a lot of extents, and or your work had a lot to do with who you were as a person, who and how you valued yourself, how you portrayed yourself to others. Like, if you didn't do what you didn't want to do, people would see that and then they'd think this of you. Well, now you have anything and everything and more, and are you happy? I'm not saying no, you're not happy. I think you're very content. I think you're just bummed, like, now that I'm on top, it's lonely up here. Exactly. Maybe that's what the last person was trying to teach you. It's lonely up here. Can you just be up here with me? And you were like, no, I don't want to be up here. I want to be doing these kind of things, because you were still spiritually growing on your path, just like we all do. And next thing you know it, I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. Next thing you know it. No. Next thing you know it, everything happened, and the divine plan showed itself, and everything kind of fell into place in the way that you need it to. And now you have time to kind of prioritize love and decide how you want it. But Leo, you can't be equally passionate with work and love. You have to pick one. You have to make one the priority. I hate to say it, but it's true. Balance is key to life. Your ego, which needs to be stroked, period, because that's part of who you are as a person. Do not be ashamed of that. Your ego, of which needs to be stroked, was getting stroked at work, and you were allowing it to. Or it was getting stroked through friends, family, and elsewhere, which potentially ended up in fighting. Or vice versa, for cross-watchers. But my readings, I try not to do cross-watching, but there'll always be that bimbo that's like, ah, and it's like, okay, whatever you say, you know all. That's why you have a YouTube. Because you know how it is. I've been on here for a year, and the shit that I've learned through a year has been night and day. So what I'm going to say is, no, you don't know until you've been doing this for a year. And I think any and every reader on YouTube, period, actually not even a year, that has put their effort in doing this can completely admit it is not as easy. Especially when you don't advertise like me. Anyways, and by the way, feel free to subscribe if you need to. If this doesn't resonate, the next reading will, potentially. I say potentially. I'll always say potentially, because I never say period. Because, like I've said, you need to stay open. All of us do. Anyways, moving on. It's coming together. Right now, you're supposed to be focusing on yourself, your sanctuary, creating what you want, and creating the friends and family and people you want around you. Creating your tribe. It will come together if you choose to create it. Now, I do think that you might be juggling options when it comes to love, or you're going to have a couple opportunities coming forward to you regarding love. Or you're looking into what you want your love life to look like. How are you being called to step up? You're being called to step up by the universe, but it's also asking you to go within. So you're going to have to go in, create a sanctuary, create a space that is helpful, safe, and all of the above for you. Once you're creating that, then you need to kind of reestablish how you want to live your life, how you want to live your moral compass. What are some things that are spiritually important to you? Why are they spiritually important to you? I know, but I don't like being a know-it-all. So I believe that what Spirit is saying through these cards is when you choose to do this, then things are going to show themselves and or become apparent, okay? Also, you need to start relying on your senses instead of your head and your penis. Ooh, you lost 10 of Cups in the past. Okay, well, Leo, I don't know what to tell you. The past is the past. Where's the person at emotionally when it comes to Leo? What is the person that was this 10 of Cups for Leo? Yeah, they are not interested. Sorry. I'm really sorry about this. Yeah, it's going to be really emotional for you because it's a no-go. This is what they think of when they think of you. And this, 3 of Swords. Confusion and heartbreak. This is what you think of them. This is reverse, so it's past because of the way we read. You could also be thinking, Leo, that they are no longer your 10 of Cups. That could be it, because there was heartbreak. Please explain that 10 of Cups reverse for my Leos. Please explain the... Please explain the moon. Okay, so... If there's a Leo... Okay. A Leo woman? When I say woman, I'm gonna... Yeah. I mean, like a very feminine... Femi. It could be a femi. If you're unbinary, it seems as though someone was juggling. Someone's a juggler. So if this is an unbinary situation, Leos, let's just talk about a Leo unbinary. So the energy is just going to be a fluency. Someone was juggling the moon. So there's things that were unseen within the past, present, etc. This could be with a water sign, earth sign, and or air sign. Those are the signs that are coming up. In the past, someone wasn't putting forth any financial help. And it ended up basically making someone withdraw from the whole situation. Yeah, because they couldn't do it alone. Leo, it sounds like you were completely ignoring them. But it is what it is. Anyways, moving on, clearing that energy. Leo, basically what I'm getting right now, and we're going to be done with this. Yeah, we're done with this. I'm not about to get into all this. Nope, we're done. From what I'm getting now, Leo, what your last thing is, basically, Leo, again, like I said in the very beginning of the reading, before all the cards, you need to focus on yourself. You need to forgive yourself. You cannot have your cake and eat it too, period. The person doesn't want you, they don't want you. I love you, but you need to pull your head up, get your head from in your ass, and figure it out. Because at the end of the day, we make our choices. And you should be happy that you chose someone that's so strong that they don't want someone like that, whether it's you or anyone else in the future. They don't want anyone to put them through that again, or they don't feel that with you anymore. It is what it is. Yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. Make sure that you're dancing, enjoying your 4th of July, focusing on yourself. You will find something within the next month that will come completely different, not the old person, drop them and move on. But I will say, you will be able to find something that you desire next month, and or the opportunity will come if you, and only if you, choose to not focus on anyone but you for the next month. So, that means no obsessing. Like, obsessing means obsessing. Like, do not be looking at their Facebook, Insta, and or... I don't even know. You guys, I only have Instagram now and YouTube, so I don't even know. TikTok. TikTok. That was hilarious. Like, if they had these things, you know what I mean? Don't stalk it. I mean, obviously, from my understandings, people creep. I get that now. I actually had a client that was like, asked me about an ex, and she's like, do you know what's going on? And I'm like, no, I don't like have Facebook, and I don't have, like, I have Instagram, but like I block the person. Isn't that what most people do? And she's like, you don't creep? And I'm like, well, I mean, like, don't I creep on, like, tarot? Tarot is like a sense of creeping, which that to me is whatever, because it could be so many different energies. It's not like you're creeping on their social media, and you know, I've creeped before, trust me. But it was hilarious because I was just like, this is so funny. It is so normal for people to creep, and everyone's similar when it comes to creeping. But just make sure you're doing it a healthy amount, I think is what I'm hearing. Because if it's not a healthy amount, you might kind of get in a sad place because we're going through so much change and movement, and that like sadness might not want you to go and be social, because you know when we're sad we don't want to be social, and you might miss an opportunity of being social where something was to happen, or even if you were able to go and hang out with them, you know what I mean, and go out, you might not be in the happy vibration that you could be if you were working on it. So that's why it is basically sending that message. But thank you so much for being here, Leo. I hope your day is groovy great. I really appreciate your guys' patience. Again, the meditation videos will get out as soon as I can. It just is really hard because that's going to be a really, labor intensive for me. Because there's a lot of things I'm meant to remember, and I can't write them down because it's not the way my gift works. Unfortunately, I'll write it down. It doesn't matter. I'll go to read it and... Anyways, welcome to being intuitive. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. I really appreciate and love you all, and I hope you have a great day. Bye. Subscribe if you haven't.